I can't give up my career to be there all the time, even though I want to. And I've just learned a lot about time management and trying to spend as much time as possible.
The truth about Taylor Fritz's girlfriend. What if I told you that the biggest buzz around a tennis match wasn't the score, but the outfits? And hot water. Dive into the quirky intersections of sport, fashion, and cultural discoveries with Taylor Fritz and his enchanting girlfriend, Morgan Riddle. Before we serve up the full story, here's a slice of trivia. But first, what is the technical term for a 40-40 score in tennis? Drop your guesses below. We'll respond to as many comments as we can. And as always, if this video serves up some tennis joy, volley that like button and backhand a subscribe for more ace-worthy tennis content like this. Have you ever been so in sync with someone that you show up in identical outfits without planning it? Well, that's exactly what went down with tennis dynamo Taylor Fritz and his girlfriend Morgan Riddle at the Ultimate Tennis Showdown in LA. Now, if you're scratching your head wondering what the Ultimate Tennis Showdown is, think of it as the fresh face of tennis, shorter matches, out-of-the-box rules, and an all-around good time for fans. Now, where was I? Right, so while most of the crowd at the Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson, California were engrossed in Fritz's nail-biting match against Benoit Paire, which, by the way, he won because, come on, the guy's ranked number 9 globally. Another spectacle was playing out off court. I'm talking about Taylor and Morgan's unintentional colour-coordinated teal and white outfits. Talk about being in sync, huh? Morgan Riddle isn't just any spectator though. Beyond her role as Fritz's numero uno supporter from the stands, she's carved out a niche for herself online. With a follower count that's been skyrocketing since she started dating Fritz in 2020, she's also been spotlighted in Breakpoint. If you haven't caught it, it's this riveting doc that deep dives into the pro tennis circuit. And oh boy, if you're into TikTok, you've probably stumbled upon her candid takes on tennis and life. It's pure gold. But back to the outfit debacle. Morgan, being the candid soul she is, took to Insta the next day and shared, "Ooh, I swear I didn't mean to match." Coincidence? Fashion telepathy? Who knows? All I can say is, in a world where sports meet style, these two are definitely serving some ace moments. Remember our man Taylor Fritz? The one who's been turning heads left, right and centre with his tennis prowess? Yeah, well, 2023's Wimbledon had a different script for him. After smashing his way to the quarterfinals in 2022's Grass Court Slam, hopes were sky high for Fritz this time round. He kicked things off against Germany's Yannick Hanfmann, and holy smokes was it a match to remember. Fritz took the lead with a solid 6-4, but Hanfmann, being the firecracker that he is, fought back and snagged the next 2 sets. But Fritz? The guy's made of something else. Using a cocktail of resilience and mad skills, he flipped the script, clinching the last 2 sets and securing his spot in the next round. Phew. But then comes Mikael Ymer from Sweden, who's been making waves of his own. After his surprise takedown of Alex Molcan, Ymer was on fire. Sure, Fritz started strong with a 6-3, 6-2 lead, but Ymer wasn't having any of it. He staged a mind-blowing comeback, leveling the game by snatching the next 2 sets. The 5th set? Man, it was more intense than waiting for your food delivery when you're starving. Both players dished out top-notch tennis, but it was Ymer who had the last laugh, securing a 6-2 win and his ticket to Wimbledon's 3rd round. But don't count Fritz out just yet. Every champ faces setbacks, right? He's already got his eyes on the prize, prepping for the upcoming hard court season. Word on the street? He's up against either Wu Yibing or Corentin Moutet in the Atlanta Open. That's gonna be one to watch. Popcorn, anyone? But before we move any further, remember our trivia question of what is the technical term for a 40-40 score in tennis? The answer will be revealed very soon. I hope you're ready. Now back to Morgan Riddle. Morgan Riddle, tennis superstar Taylor Fritz's girlfriend, has cracked a mystery wide open. And no, it's not about tennis strategies or a secret playbook. This time around, it's about, wait for it, hot water. So here's the 4-1-1. Our girl Morgan is globetrotting alongside her babe Taylor Fritz as he smashes balls at the 2023 Shanghai Masters. And in the midst of all the rackets and love scores, Morgan made a shocking and kinda amusing revelation about the Chinese dining scene. She hops on Instagram and drops this bomb. The hardest thing for me to get used to so far about China is when they give you water at a restaurant, it's always served hot, just plain hot water. Cue the dramatic gasp. I mean, forget the spicy Sichuan dishes or navigating through the crowded Shanghai streets, it's the hot H2O that's got her all worked up. But wait, our curious Morgan didn't just stop at being baffled. She went full on Sherlock and delved into the why behind this steamy situation. And who would have thought? It's not just some random chef in the back going, let's surprise these foreigners. Nope. This hot water business has deep roots, y'all. In her IG stories, Morgan reveals, under the precepts of Chinese medicine, balance is key, and hot or warm water is considered essential to balance cold and humidity. In addition, it is believed to promote blood circulation and toxin release. So it's all about balance and getting rid of those pesky toxins. That's some ancient wellness routine right there. To all the Western folks raising eyebrows at their steamy cups, maybe it's time we embrace the heat. After all, when in Shanghai, not one to be outdone by boiling water tales, Fritz has been brewing his own story of resilience and skill. After receiving a bye in the initial round, he proved his mettle against Yosuke Watanuki, securing a hard-fought victory in 3 sets: 7-6, 2, 6-7, 6, 6-4. And if that doesn't impress you, remember, he's bagged 2 ATP titles this season alone and made quite the racket at the US Open quarterfinals. Only the tennis behemoth Novak Djokovic could halt his forward charge there. Now, Schwartzman might have the experience edge, but he's had to sweat more than he'd like this season. Battling through injuries and a dip in form, he's rallied past 2 demanding matches to earn his spot in the 3rd round. Once a force to be reckoned with, Schwartzman's current ranking has seen him plunge to number 130. It's been a tough year for him, with no title wins since the Buenos Aires Open way back in March 2021. Adding some spicy flavour to this showdown is their head-to-head history. This isn't their first tennis tango. It'll be their 4th face-off in the ATP Tour. Schwartzman holds a 2-1 advantage, with their last duel at the Los Cabos Open in 2019 seeing him emerge triumphant. As the kettle's whistling in Shanghai's restaurants, so too does the anticipation for what is to come next. In the whirlwind world of tennis, Taylor Fritz makes headlines with his game, while his girlfriend, Morgan Riddle, garners attention with her candid cultural insights. Together, they serve a blend of sports and off-court intrigue, proving there's always more to the story beyond the court's lines. Now, let's circle back to our trivia question. What is the technical term for a 40-40 score in tennis? Well, here's the answer. A deuce. It's not just a fancy term thrown around in tennis. Imagine you and your opponent both with 3 points, making the score 40-40. That, my friend, is a deuce. And from here, one player needs to pull ahead by bagging 2 straight points to take the game. Simple as that. And that, my friends, is game, set, and match for this episode of Glam Slam Tennis. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell so you never miss a moment of the action and what we have in store. Until next time, stay fabulous and ace those serves.